Every time we look at our paycheck or navigate a maze of new regulations, the weight of modern society feels suffocating. The natural reaction to this constant friction is a romantic one. If we could just tear down the state, remove the endless rules, and be left alone, we would finally be free. This appealing thought overlooks a fundamental psychological truth. Humanity secretly fears true autonomy, actively desiring structural, inescapable control over our lives. These sprawling bureaucratic mazes represent our deepest psychological desires made manifest. To understand why, imagine deleting every law, police force, and court system on Earth. Philosophers call this blank slate the state of nature. In the 1600s, Thomas Hobbes looked at this scenario and defined absolute freedom. Without a hierarchy, everyone is perfectly equal. And because we are equal, we all share the exact same hope of getting whatever we want. But resources are finite. If two identical people desire the exact same piece of land, they will inevitably collide. In a state of nature, equality simply makes us enemies. Hobbes called the resulting psychological state diffidence, a pervasive, inescapable paranoia. When anyone is perfectly free to take what is yours, you are never safe from the power of a single neighbor. The only logical response to this constant threat is what he called anticipation. You have to strike first, mastering the people around you before they have a chance to master you. Without an overwhelming, centralized power to keep everyone in check, total liberty guarantees a condition of perpetual war. Absolute freedom collapses into an unlivable nightmare of constant existential dread. To escape this perpetual war, early human societies were forced into a desperate, civilization-defining trade. John Locke outlined the core problem. In the state of nature, your life and your property are entirely unsecure, leading to endless cycles of violence. The only way out is for every individual to willingly surrender their personal right to exact justice, handing that power over to a central, unified authority. Jean-Jacques Rousseau formalized this mechanism of surrender in his theory of the social contract. Rousseau's terms for this contract are incredibly stark. He argued that survival requires the total alienation of each associate, together with all his rights, to the whole community. We surrender every shred of independence, dissolving our individual boundaries to form one massive, monolithic entity. This mass surrender creates the sovereign, a leviathan wielding absolute power over every person who constructed it. This master protects us through one highly effective method, maintaining a terrifying monopoly on force to keep everyone in awe. The existence of civil society depends on the total destruction of individual liberty. We trade our autonomy for the guarantee of physical survival. That ancient, desperate trade is exactly what powers the heavy, bureaucratic systems governing our lives today. It is easy to look at taxation, regulations, and the sheer scale of the modern state as foreign invaders constantly chipping away at our natural rights. These massive, imposing structures stand as literal, towering monuments to our own deep historical terror of one another. Every single day, we wake up and actively agree to trade away our autonomy. We do it because the alternative is a savage reality we know we cannot survive. We are the architects who begged to be controlled.